Yo. Glenn Lawrence presence, no filter, no fear. Truth cutting deep, make it crystal clear. For men on the grind, I'm dropping the facts. Unapologetic, no time for the act. Stand tall, rise up, take charge, no pretense. This is Glenn Lawrence presence.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Glenn Lawrence, and well, here we are about to do a little reactions. Yeah, I haven't done a pre-recorded reaction in quite some time. Normally, I've been going live with you guys, and well, I figured why not do some reactions pre-recorded, and just to kind of get some more content out there. Also, give you guys a heads up that we will be doing a membership drive the next time I go live. And if we go live, if we hit our membership goal, okay, I'm going to put it out there. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. But if we hit our membership goal, then I will do an IRL live stream, kind of like the whole Change My Mind, but I'll be actually hitting the streets and asking people their thoughts on the recent assassination of Charlie Kirk, and if they believe that words are so inflammatory that they could actually justify why people will end up harming someone physically over words. We'll get into that, but that's only if you guys help me hit the goal. We still got to hit the goal, but let's get into these reaction videos. So first one, we got Martae. Now, Martae has been going at it with Roma's army. If you guys don't know who Roma is, she allegedly is a men's rights activist. I say allegedly because I don't have any evidence to support that she is or isn't. I haven't seen any legislation or any type of nonprofit or anything that she has done that has supported men. So I can't say that she's a men's rights activist. Just because you say something doesn't mean it is, right? So, but her simps, I guess, have been coming at Martae because Martae, called her out. So let's see what he did.
Roma Army. This is one of the things I look out for as far as red flags. Now,
talking about red flags.
As you can see, she looks unapproachable with these tattoos. They're unapproachable kind of. One of the things I'd be wary of is a woman who has all these tats.
Okay. I'm just gonna pause for a minute here. Pause, okay? See, let me tell you guys something about red flags. See, whatever you consider a red flag, it might be someone else's green flag. So just because Martae will list that tattoos are a red flag for him, that might be a green flag for Glenn. So it's preference, okay? It's not a universal blanket, thing, right? Like it's not just like one size fits all, okay? Each man has his own set of red flags. Martae's tattoos all over the place is one of them. And that's cool, and I respect that. But let's let him continue.
A butterfly tat on the ankle would be cool, something small like that. But no, like throat tats all over her hands, arms, all over her body, piercings everywhere. I don't know. I just think about that as like a massive red flag. Next thing is she's got her quote-unquote OnlyFans, which is her Patreon. Crazy thing.
What? So, see, I remember hearing that she had an OnlyFans. So apparently, so to not get the stigma of being on OnlyFans anymore, she took all their OnlyFans content to Patreon. I didn't know Patreon lets you get naked like that. Damn. Okay, Patreon, I see what you're doing.
Is you're gonna pay like $70 for this. I don't know what kind of men's rights advocate currently does sex work or how this is going to help anybody when you have an army of simps.
That's actually a good point. I mean, by saying that, because there is evidence, and we have seen proof that well, sex work does, like porn, prostituting, all that stuff, actually is very negative for men, right? Especially men who consume a lot of pornography. It affects the way that they are able to relate in relationships, and it could actually affect sexual health. So they might need more freaky, weird shit to get stimulated. It's not really good for them, and actually causes more damage in the relationship than it helps. Um, Not to mention that it really makes them end up viewing women as a utility, not as a human being. In my opinion, you just look at them as a means to come. Also, it's porn that sedates guys. So instead of like her encouraging men to go out there and meet women, um, she's enabling these guys to be sedated with her pornography, and that's pretty fucked up. That's not helping men. That's not being an activist for them. That's enabling bad behavior.
An army of simps that's going to follow you, defend you, and turn into white knights that you could just conscript into battle for you. This is also something she does. She requests photo ID, like your state ID. This is really bad to give somebody this much public information about yourself. Or
that is kind of weird. Why would you need someone's identification? Now, if you're saying like you're getting their identification because you want to verify that they're an adult and that you're not like making your porn content available to minors, well, how about you just don't make porn content?
to give somebody this much private information about yourself is really bad. Requesting this is just bad. You're an idiot if you give up this much information about yourself. I'll just say that. And yeah, I think she's a chameleon in disguise.
A chameleon in disguise. I mean, you know what? I can understand what he means by that. Like he thinks that she's just saying what she needs to say to get her, get attention. Because here's the thing, let's face it. Here's a woman saying, the things that men are going through, saying men have it bad. Women are treating men like this, and guys are like, oh shit. There's one of these. The women. This woman right here understands our pain. She understands us. And then all these guys are flocking to her. Thank you, woman. You're one of the rare few women to understand us. And they are simping hard. And that can be really manipulative. Because if you ask yourself, if you're a men's rights activist, what rights have you helped men keep, or what rights have you helped men get back? What legislation, what, activities have you done to bring awareness, to the plight of men? None, but she probably has given them a lot of like titty pics. Let's see, this is her response video. So he talked about her tattoos not being attractive. That's one thing. Then he said he questioned her Patreon as basically acting as her OnlyFans content, so she doesn't be labeled as an OnlyFans creator. Because if you're on that platform, it's just a bad stigma. So to get away from the stigma, she just moved that content over to Patreon, but still doing the adult content. Asking for the identification. Yeah, that wasn't necessary unless you need. If you just want to avoid like asking their ID, just don't make the sex content, I guess. So let's see what she responded to.
Roma Army. This is one of the things I look out for as far as red flags. Now, as you can see, she looks unapproachable with these tattoos. They're unapproachable kind of. One of the things I'd be wary of is a woman who has all these tats. Maybe a butterfly tat on the ankle would be cool, something small like that. But no, like throat tats all over her hands, arms, all over her body, piercings everywhere. I don't know. I just think about that as like a map.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little confused as to, who fucking asked you?
Oh,
like, you make
shit.
it sound like I came to you auditioning to be your fiance or something. Like, newsflash, I already have one. I got accepted by a conservative Christian Arab family. You tried pulling that off, and I pulled it off
Well, wait a
with
minute.
these tattoos. So what?
You said Arab family. I don't. Okay, a Christian Arab family. That's interesting. Interesting. Why are you so hostile? I'm just kind of curious. Why are you so hostile?
You're so offended for? I'm confused. I love how
Well, he's not offended. Actually, he's just giving his opinion about you. And his opinion about you really shouldn't matter if you really think about it. As you already said, you're spoken for by a Christian Arab man and their family, his family. So why does the opinion of an unmarried person, especially a person that you're not marrying, matter to you? Why are you getting all in your feels? Why are you getting emotional?
you're like, oh, she can have tattoos, but she's got to have a little sweet butterfly. Like, tell me that you think women just need to be docile and super feminine. Like,
I actually think women should definitely be super feminine. You know what? The biggest problem with feminism is that it has made women no longer feminine. So, yes, feminine, absolutely.
without actually telling me, we come in like different shapes and sizes.
Yes, that doesn't make it a good thing. If you're not feminine, then you are lacking the very thing that separates you from dudes. We don't want feminine dudes and we don't want masculine women. So we want feminine women.
Right? Like, congratulations. I didn't get tattoos so that people would notice me or like me. And the words of JD Delay, I got them so that people would leave me the fuck alone.
I don't believe that. I really don't. I believe that she probably got the tattoos to probably try out to be one of those suicide girls. Now, if you guys don't know what the suicide girls were, well, that's a very like alternative modeling. These are attractive women that are very tattooed up. And she kind of seems like she fits the bill for them, if you ask me.
And it worked. I was trying not to get pimped out at 17 years old. What the?
So, where are you getting all these tattoos at 17? In most states, you're not even legal to get tattoos until you're 18. So, how did you get all these tattoos allegedly to protect you at 17?
Fuck were you doing? Ugh, like, I'm tired of people looking at my tattoos and being like, that's a red flag. Red flag. Red flag for what?
Why do you care? If you have been picked, why do you care? Why does it concern you with whether or not some other man would approve of you or not if you've already been, as you said, selected and approved of by the man that you are engaged to? Why does it matter to you?
I'm like literally the nicest person. I have the biggest fucking heart. Again, like, who fucking asked you? I'm not auditioning to be your wife. I don't understand.
It doesn't have to be. You're not auditioning to be his wife. He's using you as, well, a type. He's saying, hey, I don't find women with tattoos like this to be something, attractive, or to him at least. He's saying this is a red flag for me, a woman with all these tattoos. So if you are not into him and you're not dating him, then you have nothing to worry about there. Like, I don't understand why you got in this attitude. I don't understand. Calm your attitude, Karen. Calm it down. Calm it down.
Why this opinion was solicited. So the rest of your video is like based off of me like fucking 5 years ago. Come on, times have changed. I've grown. I've changed.
Are you implying that you're not doing the nude naked stuff on Patreon? I think we might need some deep investigative journalism here. I might have to enlist somebody to investigate and see whether or not your Patreon is full of nudies with boobies.
Grow up. Like, I know I'm coming off a little triggered right now, and I
You
am a
are.
little salty because who fucking asked? You
Does it
know,
matter?
see me
Why
sitting
are
here
you
running
so
through your red
emotional?
flags. I could, but I won't. I'll stay respectful. Anyways, in the words of Joey Swole, mind your business and do better. Thank you. You're clearly giving out no dick.
Well, and you might be giving out subpar nudies, and that might be a problem. I don't know. My thing is, why do you care so much about his opinion of you? That's what is pretty comical. Like, you are rather opinionated of what he said about you, and I just find it funny. So this is the last video, and let's
About
see what
that
he
as like
says.
a
I'm sorry. I'm just
tats all over her hands, arms, all over her body, piercings everywhere. I don't know. I just think about that as like a
I'm sorry. I'm just a little confused as to, who fucking asked you?
Ask me. I don't need permission, especially from a fake men's rights activist grifter.
Like, you make
Oh.
it sound like I came to you auditioning to be your fiance or something.
Oh my God, I'm about to puke.
Like, newsflash, I
Oh,
already
this is
have
like a
one. I got
sitting and watching
accepted by
these
a
two couples
conservative
fight.
Christian
All right.
Arab family.
Yes, we know feminism has infiltrated the Western Christian church. They accept everything now.
You tried pulling that off, and I pulled it off with these tattoos.
I just said they accept everything.
So what you're so offended for, I'm confused.
I'm confused that you've never once in this video never responded to the original allegations in my first video.
What are
How
those?
convenient.
I love how
Oh.
you're like, oh, she can have tattoos, but she's got to have a little sweet butterfly. Like, tell me that you think women just need to be docile and super feminine.
Yes.
Like, without actually telling me, we come in like different shapes and sizes,
Shapes and sizes has nothing to do with men not wanting to date women that look like ex-felons.
right? Like,
Ooh.
Congratulations. I didn't
That
get
was
tattoos
loud.
so that people would notice me or like me. And the words of JD Delay, I got them so that people would leave me the fuck alone.
How do you want people to leave you alone when you're advertising for men to pay and profit and monetizing off of men's pain as a fake MRA? This makes no sense.
And it worked.
Oh.
I was trying not to get pimped out at 17 years old. What the fuck were you doing?
Obviously not on the road to fake grifting men out of their money, as you continue to still do.
Like, I'm tired of people looking at my tattoos and being like, that's a red flag.
I'm tired of fake grifting female MRAs saying that they ran away from getting pimped to get tattoos only to become said pimp.
Red flag. Red flag for what?
You have whole videos about men being demonized about their preferences, yet you're demonizing men for having preferences.
I'm like literally the nicest person. I have the biggest fucking heart. Again, like, who fucking asked you? I'm not auditioning to be your wife.
Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up again.
I don't understand why this opinion was solicited. So the rest of your video is like based off of me like fucking 5 years ago. Come on, times have changed. I've grown. I've changed.
False. This Patreon is
Ooh.
still up and you're still grifting men out of their money, profiting off of their pain.
Grow up. Like, I know I'm coming off a little triggered right now, and I am a little salty because who fucking asked?
Once again, I don't need your opinion. You're obviously a public figure and anybody can say whatever they want, especially when they're
true.
exposing a fake men's rights activist grifter.
Don't see me sitting here running through your red flags. I could, but I won't.
Let's see. In shape, you're going to say steroids. I mean, what else?
I'll stay respectful. Anyways, in the words of Joey Swole,
Do you mean the guy who's going to have the same red flags you're going to accuse me of having? How hilarious. Look, Roma, if you want to have a conversation, we could set it up on a neutral platform with the neutral moderator, and then we can see who's exposed for what they are. If you're unwilling to address this
he called her out.
accusation,
Shut your mouth.
Ooh. So he called her out. Okay, she said she got them tattoos to like deter people away. I don't know about that because I mean, tell me, you guys in the chat, when you guys watch this, I would love for you to tell me what you think about this. Don't you think that Roma probably tried to be one of these girls and she just didn't make the team? Like, I'm telling you, I'm thinking she tried out for the Suicide Girls at least once or twice or maybe 10 times, and she got rejected. And then she was like, fuck these bitches. These bitches are like mean girls. They're not going to be my friends. They're fine. I'm going to be a men's rights activist. That's what I think that probably took place. I mean, it just makes sense to me. But he did call her out. He did say, let's have a debate about this. I find that interesting. I find that, worth talking about. So I'm gonna give my advice. So, like, if I was Roma, and I was like, how do I avoid any of this? Well, glad that you guys asked. Because if I was her, I would be like, you know what? I should probably, I don't know, come up with something that shows that I'm helping men, do things and, for men's rights or whatever. And besides showing off her titties, right? You know what I mean? Like, now, I am one of those people that believe a titty a day keeps the doctor away, but I just don't know if that really works. That's just my opinion. I just don't know if that works. But if I was Roma, I've been like, okay, you know what? I should probably do something that actually does help men. Like if I was Roma, I would come up like, I don't know, get with somebody like yours truly, Glenn Lawrence, that who came up with his own, drafted his own bill for legislation. That's right. This right here, made this one after the terrible loss of Charlie Clerk. This is what I call this is the Charlie Kirk Accountability Act. It's the Charlie Kirk Accountability for Malicious Lies and Restitution Act. It's about individuals slandering, making lies and false accusations about people that end up being weaponized that could end up leading to somebody causing harm. Now, do I ever think that this bill would ever make it through? Probably not. But at least it's a good idea to come up with an idea, something that we could actually do to try to fix things. And you're like, well, Glenn, this is just about, slander and stuff like that. How does that really help men? Women, get slandered too. I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that you asked that. So, you could also, if she wanted to, she could come up with something like, I don't know, what I did here. This is the accountability. No, wrong one. Wrong one. Sorry. Boop. I'll get the right one right now. Here we go. It is. Dun, dun, dun. Right here. The Marriage and Family Integrity Act. There we go. Get with somebody that knows how to draft bills or learn how to draft bills, write bills yourself, right? If you did that and you said, hey, this is what I've been working on. I've been working on trying to get this legislation in, trying to work on creating legislation that's going to help men, right? Help men with their families, help men become better fathers, help men not lose access to their children. Well, maybe if you did that instead of showing your titties, then nobody could give you some shit. You wouldn't be able to get no shit from nobody. But because you only offer titties, okay, and you only offer titties like from a distance, you don't let them get close to them titties, maybe that's the problem. And actually, just offering your titties on Patreon, that is like a form of prostitution. There's like I pay for the titties and then you give them the titties thing going on there. That's not good, Roma. That's not a good look. I mean, you do, but just know that you're no different than a prostitute. Just saying. I don't know how that's advocating for men's rights. And if that's the case, I don't even know how or why your so-called Christian dude and his family are even like okay with y'all together. Because that's not real Christ-like-ish, if you ask me. But what do I know? I don't know anything. So I would love to see the debate between the two of them. And if they can't find anybody to moderate, I will definitely moderate that one. I will be game to moderate that one. But they're more than welcome probably to go hit up Sarah, the Raging Tomato. If she can't pencil them in, well then, let me know. I'll do what I can. But yeah, until next time. You can't be a men's rights activist and selling ass at the same time. I mean, I just don't know what you're advocating for, really. Are you advocating for prostitution or are you advocating for ass selling? Help me understand. I'm confused.